He's the best-selling author of The 10X Rule and stars on the hit TV show Undercover Billionaire.
He was a drug addict in his early 20s.
He's a real estate mogul with a portfolio of $1.5 billion.
He's Grant Cardone, and here's our take on his top 10 rules for success.
Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Learn from experience.
I spent 5 years in college. I went to college because I thought the teachers were going to teach me business. I love teachers, okay? Teachers are great people, but you can't know business if you're in a classroom. It's just not possible. It's like my economics teacher, there's no way he could imagine the fuel bill on my plane. It's just not real. You go to Lord Sugar and say, hey, how do you make sense of 4 jets? Why would you do that? Why'd you buy that building right there? That's the information I want. See, but most us in this room, we were taught we had to go someplace and spend 4 or 5 years there. I'm not trying to talk you out of school or university, but the fact that it takes 4 years to get out of university by itself is a major problem. It's a major problem. You know why? The 4 years, I'm trading time for money. What do rich people do? They trade money for time.
Rule number 2, set big goals.
I think the reason why people drop their financial goals is because the goals aren't big enough. Yeah. If you make another 20 pounds or another 200 pounds or another 2,000 pounds, it doesn't change your life. The goals are too small to start with. Yeah. But if you go from 1 million to 100 million, all of a sudden everything changes. You go from 100 million to 1 billion, yeah, it changes again, dude. It's like, you go from 1 billion to a $10 billion company, you're like, okay, wait a minute. Now this is getting really serious. If you're a money motivated person, and I know a lot of people aren't, right? A lot of people they've just given up on it.
Well, why do they give up on it? Because
they've given up on it, so it doesn't even matter because this entire conversation is going to agitate them. So they're like, I don't want to talk. They probably already tuned out. They tuned out already. I mean, I didn't even get them in time. Yeah. I should have told them that they were going to tune out as soon as I started talking about this. But, and then we could have kept them.
Yeah.
But if you haven't given up on the money thing, then you just need to do some math. And you need to understand most of the people that you're listening to on social media have given up on the money game. Yeah. I know guys that have $5 million that have given up. Now, the trip we're on our 31st day. If you got $5 million in a bank account, you cannot do the trip I just did. Yeah. Okay? You can't do the trip. You don't have enough money to do the trip, man. Yeah. This is what the guy with $5 million, he made $5 million and quit. Yeah. Dude, he was just getting rolling. He's like, I don't need any more. Or his wife said, we don't need any more. We're good. Let's just enjoy life. Okay, if you can enjoy life at $5 million, I'll guarantee you at 50, you're going to have a hell of an experience. And you bank 500 million, and you're going to be like, no, it's getting real interesting. Not just for yourself either, because if you got $5 million, you can't only take so many people with you.
That's right.
I'm dragging people from all over the world with me, man. They're having experiences. My daughters are having experiences. The nanny who's doing the homeschooling, she's like, oh my God, this is the best 30 days of my life. So when you get big enough, man, you can feed other families.
Rule number 3, find good role models.
My dad died when I was 10 years old. I had an older brother die when I was 20. By the time I was 21 years old, I was jaded and just figured, hey, life is not going to last very long. And somewhere from before my dad died to 21 years old, in between there, I thought I was going to be a businessman one day. I thought I was going to be rich and successful. And James Bond. Like I had all these ideas. Like when you're a kid, you have all these big, giant ideas. And then life starts, lost dad, lost brother, girlfriend, lose her. Like I start accumulating all these losses. Start using drugs and alcohol, start using them every day, start making bad choices. 25 years old, I was broke. I was in debt, couldn't keep a relationship, had no chance of being married or having kids. It was impossible, right? It was just None of that was even possible. So I started putting my life back together, but it's really throughout the period from 25 to today, 35 years now, of me studying people that are successful, that has given me the discipline and the encouragement along the way with some milestones. Like 2008, when the economy collapsed, that was a huge awakening for me. Getting married, another monster awakening. Like it gave me another reason to have a purpose. Being a good role model for my kids, not just talking the talk, but being someone my kids could look up to and say, that's what success looks like. Just having money, just having a couple $1 million, if you're not making a difference, that's one level of success. But for kids, they don't care how much money you have. My kids don't. They don't know that. Well, what does 167 million in cash look like in an account? I remember when a billionaire showed me his cash account. I was like, whoa, $400 million sitting in one account. I'm like, my God. I literally couldn't read the numbers. My kids don't even care. What my kids do care about, what changes children and what changes friends and what changes your neighbor is what they see you doing every day. And it just so happens it takes money to do things, to fly across the world, to make new friends, to create new charities, to market, to advertise, etc.
Rule number 4, be of service.
Listen to this. I'm happy if I can take care of my family. That is selfish, man. There's 7 billion people on this planet. All different colors, different religions, different ages, different problems. They got places on this planet where you can't get a bottle of water, okay? Yeah. But the guy that's in London right now thinking, hey, I got my flat paid for, and I got my 2 cars paid for, and I got a good job, and yes, me and my wife are having some problems, and the kid's smoking too much weed, but things are pretty good. You're a selfish bastard is what you are. Because what you could be doing is putting another hour in early in the morning, another one at night, taking more risks, growing something, maybe even disrupting your business and your industry, build a freaking mega billion-dollar business, leave a legacy and put hospitals and schools in place and really make a difference.
Hey, man.
Everett, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
You got a book coming out, don't you?
You just came out.
Where can people get it?
Get it on Amazon, easiest spot, built to serve, right there.
Let's go, man. If you guys don't know Evan, follow Evan Carmichael. He's got a new book out, Build to Serve. Go grab it today at Amazon. This is a good dude right here.
Rule number 5, look for opportunities.
Look, if you're anything like me, if you're one of those people that's like, hey, you know inside you're going to make it one day, that you're going to be successful, that you're going to change the world. Look, here's the deal. You will get your break, okay? You just got to keep looking for it. Sometimes it's so hard. Sometimes it's like, why is everybody else making moves and I can't seem to find my break? Keep looking for it, all right? Keep looking for it. 30 years, I wake up every morning and say, when am I going to get my break, okay? When am I going to get my break? I see other people making moves. I'm like, why not me? If that's happening to you, don't get frustrated. Don't give up. Hang in there. Be persistent, okay? Post in comments below what break you're looking for. Maybe I can help you. I know people. I'd love to help you.
Rule number 6, get known.
One of the key, I run a marketing agency, and a lot of my customers say, well, I spent $1 and I £1 and I only got £1 back. That's not success. I need to spend £1 and get 6 back. What is success in marketing?
Number 1 is to get known. You shouldn't advertise first. You should get known first. So if I spend $1 in marketing or branding, I don't need my dollar back. It's when you have a toilet, you buy a business and you get hey, we should put a bathroom in our business. How many of you have a bathroom at your business? What's the ROI on that? There's no ROI on that. How many of you have an air conditioner and a heater at your company? What's the ROI? I mean, does that get you customers? The air conditioner sends you customers? Some things you need to do because you're in business. When did you start making sense of not getting known? There is nothing more important than getting known. If you can't get known, you can't be in business. If I don't know you, I will not do business with you. If I don't know this woman in red, no matter how good her product is or what the price is, I will not do business with her regardless of her ethics, regardless of her honesty, regardless of her service. If we don't know each other, we won't do business. So I would spend money on marketing before I'd spend it on a toilet and air conditioning.
And Climb Online's stand is just through there and to the left.
I mean, I would. And I wouldn't expect Mark to get me a lead. I would expect Mark to get me known. So that when people see my name, they're like, I saw you do this thing with Grant Cardone when he came through Wales. That's how you lift your brand. It's just a smarter thing to do today. So that when you advertise with him and you see the name, now you're like, oh, I remember you from this and that. And they put the pieces together. People buy from people they know, not from people they trust. People do not buy the best product either. People buy the best known product.
I love that.
You can't tell me this is the best coffee in the world. It's the best known coffee in the world.
Rule number 7, lead by example.
In my environment, what happens in our environment, the reason we're growing is because the code of ethics is we push, we don't want lazy around us. We have a lot of fun, okay? But when we're pushing to get the deal done, and that starts with the leadership. You know, here I am, 4 days we've been here. I haven't been in the ocean yet. You know, I haven't done the little things that go across the ocean. What are those called?
Jet skis.
The jet skis.
Yeah.
I haven't jumped out of the plane, even though everybody's... And by the way, I'd love to skydive, and I probably will come back and skydive. But I haven't done that because the region's asking something of me, right? And if I'm like, I'm too busy, I'm riding camels today. Great experience, and I will have it. But I have to set priorities in my life. The people around me know that I'm going to take the work before I'm going to take the leisure, yeah.
Grant,
so pay the price today, right?
Pay the price.
And I can pay any price tomorrow.
Rule number 8, invest money.
When I read these books in my 20s about successful people, they all owned real estate. All the successful people, the Rockefellers, the oil barons, the railroad guys, they all ended up with real estate. Car dealers. Car dealers don't make money selling cars, just so you know. Car dealers make money because they pay for their real estate. They rent it back to the store, and they end up with a facility that pays them forever for acres and acres of real estate. Just so you know, every car dealer in America gets rich because of their real estate, not just because of their cars. The cars pay for the real estate. How many of you know a rich car dealer? Okay, McDonald's, Ray Kroc, he didn't have the recipe. He got control of McDonald's because of real estate. Jeff Bezos today, in every major city in America right now, is making real estate plays. So you're here because you already understand that. I understood it, and I started writing this down. 20 units or more.
Rule number 9, build relationships.
Talk about family life, because there's a bit
Talk
of...
about what?
Family life.
Oh, family life, yeah.
And there's a bit of a similarity between yourself and me in the sense that I've got 2 girls, similar age. How old are your kids?
7 and 10.
So mine's 4 and 8.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And my wife, you know, I met her in a similar kind of way. You know, how important is it? You know, how important is it?
Really important, man. Like you want, you know, no matter what you're doing all day long on the battlefield, you want to come home and have, you know, have mutual agreement on what's going on. Yeah. You know, there was 4 of us yesterday. We were at Starbucks or something, and all 4 of us on Instagram. I'm like, what is happening, man? We're not even together anymore. Yeah. Like 4 people, and everybody's looking at their own different thing, right? Yeah. I said something, nobody heard me. I'm like, what's going on? You don't want to be alone. No. Nobody wants to be alone, dude. Like I mean, maybe the alone person wants to be alone, but success is better when you have somebody to share it with. Yeah. You know, when you're successful and you have nobody to talk to, hey, I did this deal today. Or you have, or worse, I don't know if this is worse or not, but it's similar, is you don't have anybody to tell. Yeah. Or you tell them and they're like, yeah, we don't need all that. That's another form of just isolation. Yeah. So, you know, I want to have a team, man. I want to have a team that's excited about what we're doing and what we're accomplishing. So, man, having family and having people that want to be on the same, and it's challenging too. Yeah. Having other people is challenging.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is be consistent.
If you think you're going to build a brand because you create one great video, it ain't going to happen.
So you need to create a lot of content.
One masterpiece. Somebody said the other day, I said, you post that video? He's like, it's not ready yet. I said, you know what? A video posted's better than a video that's perfect.
True.
Post the video. I don't need it to be perfect. Nobody's asking for perfect. Okay, so this is why TVs are dying. Because the production on a TV show takes so long that by the time the TV show comes out, everybody's lost interest in it and they're doing something else. Exactly. I mean, we have viewership on some of our channels, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or Twitter, or LinkedIn, or Snapchat. We have viewership higher than some TV channels in America that spent billions of dollars. While they're planning, writing scripts, we're producing content.
You're just broadcasting, you know?
We broadcast, okay? And then so you can't, one masterpiece will not beat 10,000 pieces of content. So number one. Number two, you need to post frequently enough to where you almost annoy your audience. Okay, you actually have to get them through the annoying part. Like, oh, he posted too much. He's posted too much. You need to post just a little bit more, so they're like, oh wow, this guy's. I can trust him now. On the other side of the annoying is I can trust him to post. Okay. Then the third thing is you got to keep the content entertaining and interesting. So you're not going to know how to do that because you post once or twice. And whatever you're doing this year, probably 3 or 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to look back and say, golly, that was garbage. It's going to change, I promise you. So, you know, I've posted, 6,000 videos on YouTube.
Wow.
I don't know what I posted on Instagram, a bunch. A couple thousand posts on Instagram. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Just so everybody knows, there is no schedule. There's no plan. There's a commitment, not a plan. So the commitment is, hey, we are going to tell the world, show the world what we're doing. Now, whether that's me on my jet or me just buying a new car or me with my family, I've been ridiculed for all those things. He's using his kids for Instagram. I said, I didn't bring my kid to the live show. Okay, my kid walked in while I was doing a show at 9 o'clock at night because she woke up. I'm not going to stop the show because my kid walks in my life any more than I'm going to stop my life because my kid walks into my life.
Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you watch a video and you just get motivated, the sign says you have a 35% chance of actually following through. That's not good enough, Believe Nation. We got to take action. But when you get motivated and then you create a specific plan of action for when and how you're going to do it, your number jumps from 35% to 91% chance of following through. And when you commit to somebody else, like posting down here in the comments below, that number jumps to 95%. I want to know your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week. Put it down in the comments below so you can follow through and I can celebrate you.
Look, buying a jet was something I never dreamed I'd do. I only started thinking about it 4 or 5 years ago. When I'm young and broke, I'm growing up in Louisiana, middle class, being told, be grateful you got a bike. Be grateful you got clothes on your back and you get 3 meals. Be grateful for all that you got because you got it better than I do. I never dreamed of having my own damn jet. Whatever you have to do to keep your purpose burning hot, you do it. You borrow money. Okay? Use money. If it requires money, so be it. If you're truly obsessed, it will be worth it because you will get the results. You know, the secret to sustaining the obsession is a straightforward one. Focus your efforts on everything that will fuel you for the long run and ignore, eliminate, and block out anything that drains you or causes you doubt. Money, power, fame, success, all of them follow attention.
I'm going to own my own damn plane.
So what gets the most attention is what will grow. The problem with these things is money, power, fame, and success, even time off. They require attention. They're like jealous lovers. They need constant attention or they're gonna leave you. How you invest your time is more important than how you invest your money. Being obsessed with your sense of purpose across every part of your life will allow you to accomplish all the things you desire. I think most people are not accomplishing what they want in one area of life because they quit on all the other ones. If you quit on all the other ones, how are you going to get this one to run? Nothing inspires me more than surrounding myself with people who have achieved more than I have and then meeting new people. The obsessed must surround themselves with people you trust and respect who think big, who've done bigger than you, and who can help you get to where you want to go. You think you can run only so fast? Time is no longer an excuse because the obsessed make time. They don't make excuses.
If you want 10 more amazing rules from Grant Cardone, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
So businesses fail for one reason and one reason only. Sale is made when certainty that your product or service will solve my problem. When the certainty goes way up here, you're going to make the sale.